Greetings, fellow beardsmen and other interested parties. Welcome to the Year Challenge, where I grow my beard for a year. I'm Earl Greybeard, also known as Ray Wiseman. Today we're going to be reviewing a couple of drinking products. Here we have the Bucardo Mustache Mug and the Whisker Dam. Nothing like a cup of coffee at first thing in the morning, is there? So this is the Bucardo mug with its special moustache protector here. So we have this ceramic lip that protects the moustache from the drinks. Now there's a lot of mugs around just like this one. It's a fairly common design and it works well. I find it keeps all the muck out of my moustache. When you're drinking beer or drinking coffee, something with a lot of foam on top, it really is a problem. Let me just show you a short clip from one of my favourite films.
Got a moustache. I know.
So that's what we're trying to avoid, and this thing really does work. It actually does do the job. It doesn't spoil the flavour of the coffee, and the gap is wide enough so that you're not missing out on that foamy experience that's so important in a good latte. I find with those takeaway cups, the cardboard ones with a very small hole, it really spoils the experience. The foam gets trapped behind the hole, and it's just not the same drinking out of that plastic. But this thing's pretty nice. Now the reason I chose this mug was simply because of the outside design. It's got a lovely picture on the front. It looks a bit like me in some ways, doesn't it? It's apart from that, yeah, it's pretty much like any other moustache mug, and it works well. And like any other moustache mug, there are drawbacks. Cleaning is one. You need a toothbrush really to get under that lip there. To get it really clean up. I don't put this in the dishwasher. I should say this thing was pretty expensive. Maybe that's because it was an import from the US. Maybe it's cheaper for you guys over there. But here it's quite a price, so I don't risk that in the dishwasher. I use bicarbonate or baking powder inside, but you need a toothbrush to get behind that protective lip. Also, if you're into latte art and making stars and ferns on your drink, that thing rather cramps your style. It gets in the way a bit, and you have to be that bit more careful when you're pouring the milk. Sure, that's not going to trouble too many people, but and you can work around it. And if you've got that thing there, you can't really see your latte art so well at all. You have to reserve that really for your guests. So nice mug, totally love it. The only thing I would complain about really was just the price, but I was willing to pay that because I just love the picture on the front. Let's go and have a look now at how we cope with drinking beer with a beard. Okay, so here we are at my local pub just across the road. There's Asher, my son, there doing the filming for me, which is very nice of him. Thank you, Asher. So what we're looking at tonight is this Whisker Dam. As you can see, it's made of copper. Looks pretty nice. It's nicely made. And it fits over the beer glass, and it's supposed to stop the foam and stuff getting in your moustache. So let's pop that on there. One thing you'll notice is that this glass I'm using is actually quite a narrow glass. I found this with lager glasses particularly. They're not as wide as some. And so the Whisker Dam is pushed out into the middle of the glass, and so it leaves a bigger gap for you to drink from. So let's give it a go. Magic moment. So that's doing pretty well in keeping my moustache free of foam, but the gap is a little bit bigger than I would have liked. It works well on a bigger glass. It is adjustable, this thing. There's some prongs here you can bend quite easily because they're only made of copper, but that doesn't help too much if the glass is too narrow. It doesn't work too well on coffee cups either. I've tried them. They're kind of a bit thick and curvy at the top. So all in all, this seems a pretty good product. The beer tastes just as good. My moustache is definitely better protected. So the plus on this thing is that it does actually work.
and it looks pretty nice and is well made. The minus is that it only works really well with glasses of the right size, and it's pretty expensive. As they say on the box, this is probably the best Dam product on the market.
So here we are back in the studio. I think you'll agree those are two good products, well worth investing in, if a little bit on the pricey side, but still good stuff. You'd want to look after them once you'd bought them. So thank you very much for watching. I'll be reporting back on the progress of the year as it's coming on here. We're into about 4 months now, so it's well worth a bit of a review. Quite pleased with progress so far. But for now, it's time for me, Earl Greybeard, to sign off, and thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Bye-bye.